Hi, I'm Jasmine, the sequel, and I am not relatable. I wanted to react to Amberlynn Reid's brand new video. Well, it's like 3 days old at this point, I think. It's her try on Target haul video. So I'm a little upset right from the get-go, I'm not gonna lie, and that mostly has to do with the fact that she used a very trolly thumbnail. She said before that if she uses her full body shot and uses it in a trolly way, then she gets more views. Now, there is nothing wrong, in my opinion, in getting that coin, okay? Don't get me wrong, that's not where I'm coming from. My problem is that she has stated that trolling like this actually puts her in a very negative headspace because she gets a lot of hate. So the fact that she's willing to compromise her mental health for more money is a little upsetting. But I'll try not to let my first impressions taint the rest of this video.
Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. We are starting it in my closet. I actually always shower at night, but I feel like showering in the morning. It's not really the morning, but I did just wake up, so it's my morning. It's actually like 1 p.m. So I'm just choosing what I want to wear. I figured we could do a little tour. So here's the closet tour. These are actually clean, so don't mind that. I do have to put them away. Here, underwear, pants. So that's what I keep in there. Obviously, hairs that are being used. Shoes. This is like a foot bath, if you will. Not my bra hung. Those are Twinkies towels for when we give her a bath. Those are some pictures that I have not hung. Just a duffel bag. The box my camera came in. More pictures I have not hung. So here is my new moves, my maxi dresses. Anything long that I just wear in the house and just throw on. Next, we got the cardigans, or anything that is sweater that is just like open. Then, back there are all my sweaters that are closed and not open. You guys know what I mean. And before I move on to this side, this is how I do this. I have to wear the one that's in front, and then as I put away the clean ones, they go back here, so it's like an assembly line. It's like I have to when it comes to these, it's really weird. And then when I hang up my cardigans, they have to go here. Same with sweaters, they have to go there. So these are my shirts, and when I hang them, the ones that I've worn, I'll just put away. They have to go back here. So that just goes to show that these shirts I haven't worn in a long time because, again, it's like an assembly line. But I don't have to wear these in order. I only have to wear these in order. I know it's always so confusing to wear them, sorry. Here are my dresses. Same goes with this. When I put them away, the cleanest, newest, what I've worn has to go right here. And then, up here is a mess of purses. So, I don't know. I might rearrange the top parts, but I like trying out all this organized for sure.
Okay, wow, that is a ton of stuff, girl, damn. I think that level of clothes might be making her a little bit overwhelmed because otherwise I don't think she would need this assembly line system where you just pick the next one in line. I think that really does reduce her choices for the day. Like, what if she's just having a real pink day, you know? I really very highly believe in the KonMari method of decluttering your stuff. So I think she should do one of those, and then she should only try and buy a few items, you know? She can do, like I said before, if she does window shopping hauls, that would be really cool. Like, she can go onto Torrid's website, you know, show us what she's thinking about buying, kind of, and give a reasoning for why or why not. That might be interesting, especially if you put in some funny commentary. I think that could be great. I don't think buying more stuff is a great idea. What I do personally is I create little capsule collections. So I have staples that I like to wear in every season. So I have a winter capsule, I have a fall capsule, a summer capsule, a spring capsule, and I will just take each capsule out as the season changes. And then I have just stuff that stays in my closet all year round. So like jeans and, you know, my white t-shirt, my black jacket, like those things will just stay because I'll need them no matter what collection I'm using. And then I'll just pick and choose and buy like a couple pieces here and there to kind of refreshen my stock of clothes. I don't like to buy new stuff every time unless I wear something out. So this is new. I mean, in case y'all are wondering, this is brand new. Yes, I did go on a trip. That's why I got it. Don't worry, socially distanced trip. But that's why I'm wearing this right now because I'm just really excited about it. But it is more of a summer item and I am planning on putting away all of my summer stuff. Where I am, it's still kind of warmer, so I can get away with wearing a little bit more summery clothes. I think a method like that might really help her because I assume in Kentucky you're gonna have a little bit more firm transition from season to season, and this way she can get a lot of use out of all of her clothes, and it might just have just less clutter in her closet, make it a little bit easier for her to just access and take a look at what she wants to wear and what she wants to, you know, maybe skip on this week.
So I figured I'd just show you what I got at the store. It was just a quick little trip because I just needed cheese, shredded cheese, because I'm using the leftovers from last night to have lunch. It's just gonna be like a salad with ground beef in it and some taco sauce, like taco salad, you know. So I got Fiesta blend cheese and some chips to put in it. Some Honest Tea, Moroccan mint green tea. I love mint tea, so I'm actually wanting to try this and see if it's any good. I also got this treat, is the brand, Marshmallow Moisture Stick for my lips. It's USDA organic. And I never, ever, ever eat ramen because I grew up on it a lot. Yes, we had a lot of home-cooked meals, but like in the daytime when my parents were at work and I was home alone, I really didn't want to cook a full-fledged meal, so we would have a lot of ramen packets. I actually don't think I've ate ramen since I lived in Tennessee back in 2015. I don't think I've had it since. So I got 2 packs, beef and chicken. Of course, I'm not going to have them together. That's gross. And I'm going to put diced roasted garlic tomatoes in it. Delicious. You should try it. That is all I got.
I actually really feel Becky, because when we were kids, my parents gave us a lot of fast food. I would say what is considered a lot of fast food for me now. Back then it was like once a week we would go and we would get fast food. Both my parents worked full time, you know, they were new to the country and it took a little bit of time for them to acclimate and get jobs and do all of those things. So it was kind of really hard for us to have family meals together. So my mom would do a lot of like quick cook stuff, and then once a week to give her a break, we would all go out and we'd get fast food. And it's really tainted the experience for me. So even dietary restrictions aside, I still wouldn't want to eat it because I always associate it with that time in my life, and it just makes me very like uncomfortable. What I will say is I don't understand why they're keeping ramen in the house at all, because Amberlynn has mentioned that when she gets, like when the binge monster comes out, that's what she eats. She eats a lot of ramen. She'll ask Becky to make her ramen. Why would you keep something like that? That sounds like a trigger food. That sounds like a food that you have a very negative emotional association with. I don't think it's a good idea keeping something like that in the house.
Okay, you guys, so I just got out of the shower. That's why my hair's wet and crazy. I got Chick-Fil-A and I wanted to show you what I got. I got this side kale salad. I've never had kale salad before. I could be wrong, I don't remember, but I wanted to try it. It does come with some almonds that you can put on top. And then I got the wrap that I really like. All that's in there is chicken and lettuce and some cheese.
Who?
I think there's like cabbage in it. Twinkie.
Of course.
Not gonna lie, it tastes like coleslaw. It's okay. I've never been the biggest fan of coleslaw. It tastes like a healthy coleslaw. That's what it tastes like. Now, my favorite part. See, you can eat out and be mindful about what you're choosing. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this on top. I've actually only ever had this plain. I've never had it with like a dipping, so let's see. That's really good like that. For the win. 10 out of 10 recommend. Kale salad's alright.
Every video she has posted recently has had a on-camera eating segment, like very, very clear on-camera eating segment. And I can't help but feel that she's trolling for views. Now, once more, like I said in the beginning, there's nothing wrong with trying to get a couple extra clicks on your video. God knows, if you look at my thumbnails, you'll understand. But the reason why I take such particular issue with Amberlynn doing it is because she stated several times in the past that this sort of stuff really triggers her, that it really upsets her, the kind of comments that she gets, the kind of backlash that she gets. And I will never come on camera here and say that fat phobia is not a thing, because she does get a lot of just pure, unadulterated, vitriolic hatred simply for the fact that she is fat. But knowing that you're going to get that, you can tailor your approach to the internet, right? You can't impact anybody else's behavior, but you can impact your own behavior. She can choose what she does online. And if I knew that this was the sort of attention it was attracting, I wouldn't put something on there, especially if I myself am recovering from emotional eating problems, which Amberlynn is. She said in the past that she eats to feel numb. I don't think it's a great idea, because I think that might put her in a place where she'll want to eat more for comfort. And to prioritize monetary gains over your well-being and health, that's what upsets me. Especially because she's not talking to a therapist. She's not seeing somebody on a regular basis outside of a psychiatrist for regular updates to her medication, to really get that emotional soundboard and to really have an outlet, so that if something is going wrong and it is negatively impacting her, maybe she can talk to somebody and deal with it in a different manner. Maybe she can do some grounding techniques, maybe that will help her. Maybe they can work on her self-esteem. I don't think she's doing any of those things, and then she's going ahead and putting this information on the internet, and I feel like it's going to hurt her. And she knows this. She said before that doing stuff like this, that trolling like this, puts her in a negative headspace. So I don't understand why she's doing that. Also, I have never eaten Chick-Fil-A, so I have literally no idea what it tastes like. She could be right, she could be wrong, no clue.
This is such peaceful weather. This is the type of weather that you want to snuggle up and read a book, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, this is gonna sound real controversial, because your girl got some melanin, as you can see. I burn in direct sunlight like you would not believe. I look like lobster red if I sit outside in direct sunlight for longer than 15 minutes. So I really agree with Becky here. I love a good cloudy day.
You guys saw that haul from her already. She went to Walmart right quick. She didn't know we were gonna go grocery shopping tonight, so yeah, I just need a few things, and sometimes I just feel like I need to get out of the house.
I get that too. I get really, really stir crazy, like a lot in my house. I feel like she would have probably been better off, I think, mentally, if she had continued to live in the older area where she was living before, maybe in a smaller, newer place. Because then she could have had a little bit of a backyard. She could have gone for walks. They would have been more like in a suburban area. They could have still come into Lexington if they'd wanted every once in a while. Even if she had moved closer and moved into like a more suburbs area rather than downtown, I think that would have served her better. And I personally think like a house with a yard would have been nicer for her pets too, you know? And it would have also given her some distance from food, easily available food, which I really think would help her.
I did keep my old bras because, you guys, I don't want to flash no one, but this bra, I have to consistently and constantly push up whatever dress or shirt I'm wearing, because it'll show my bra like this if I didn't. And with my other bras, my old ones, it didn't do that.
Don't flash your bra on camera. I don't care what you do, but I think YouTube might, and they might demonetize the video, and I know that she would not like that.
So currently at Walmart.
Why are you going to Walmart again? That's like 3 days in a row. Does she not understand that she's a recovering cancer patient in the middle of a pandemic? She's so high risk as it is.
And of course, had to go to the Halloween decor. Becky got me loving it. Wow. Well, that's kind of cool. Definitely goes with my theme. Okay then. Happy Halloween, eh?
Yes, please touch every single thing in the store, please.
Becky is scanning her stuff. We do we pay for things separately, like we budget, like I told you guys, but
Paying for something separately is not budgeting. Calculating what you're paying for and what you're spending your money on is also not budgeting, really. What budgeting really requires is future-proofing your finances. It's making sure you have diversified your revenue streams. It's making sure that you have enough money in the bank in case you have a, oh God, type of an accident, right? Like your roof caves in, your car gets totaled, you break a leg, you need to go to the hospital kind of a situation. You have money for all of that. And I don't know if she's doing that exactly. I don't know if she understands what true budgeting really means. And my big concern is that everybody's YouTube channel dies eventually, right? I refuse to believe anything otherwise, because there's no one who's always going to be on top of it. There's no one who's always going to be one step ahead of the trends. And eventually what's going to end up happening is that your channel will lose relevance. You will lose relevance. And if you don't evolve continuously, your channel will die. And unfortunately for Amberlynn, I don't think she has the ability to do that. I have never seen her evolve past what she's doing now, which is vague weight loss content. So my worry is eventually people are going to get bored, people are going to leave, and her channel will slowly start generating less and less revenue. And if she hasn't diversified her revenue streams and she hasn't saved enough money, what is she going to do? She doesn't have any other way of earning a living. And given how hard she's trolling, makes me feel like her finances aren't as future-proofed as they should be.
So we got home literally just now, but I need this video to go up. So I wanted to show you guys what I got from Target yesterday. I got all of these in 4X. So I got this sweater. It has 2 different color grays. I don't know, it's something different. I think it's like, wow, that's something to own it. Can't wear it exactly like that, but it's true. But it's fall, so we need some more sweaters. And then this like brownish copper one with these cute polka dots. And then I got some shirts. This one. This one. Very fall colors, they're just regular t-shirts. And then I did get gray as well, just to have to wear around the house. And the last thing I got was this leopard tank top. So I'm gonna try this thing on because 4X and Target, I haven't tried their clothes in a hot minute. So I figured, why not try them now? So let's do this. Okay, so here's the gray shirt. It is a wee bit tight, but it's what I expected. It's just to wear around the house. Again, it is tight, but it's perfect for around the house. And we also have this one. I thought this one fits me the best, to be honest. And I thought they were all the same material and stuff, but I guess not. I adore this sweater, but it is tight. It really is. I could see myself wearing this next year out in public. But as of right now, I was guilty self-conscious and that's just me being honest. So I don't like how short it is because I don't want to put it in my stomach. You guys know that. Oh my god, I'm just wearing sweaters like this. It is not shorty. It is not shorty, which I hate. But it's cute. Nonetheless, I love it. Last but not least, the tank top. I find it to be so crazy how like depending on the brand of material, like 4X can fit me in several different ways. Like if you get a 3X from this place and a 6X from this place, sometimes they fit literally the same.
So, quick recap on all the hauls. I think all of the t-shirts are tight, but if you wear them with an open cardigan, they could be fine. I think that the sweaters look cute. I really like them. And oh, also the mustard colored shirt was particularly cute. I like that color on her. I don't know why, if you're not comfortable with the sweaters, why you're keeping them, despite the fact that they are cute, because next year they'll come out with more stuff, and that stuff will also be cute. Return these ones, buy stuff next year when you can actually wear them. And not having them hanging up in your closet, reminding you of the fact that you're not at the goal that you want to be, will probably keep you from going through that binge, restrict, extreme diet mentality. Also, I really hate leopard print.
okay, you guys, so for dinner, I decided to order ramen and
Eating more takeout. That's solid.
okay, so I've taken a few bites and I'm sad to announce it's not that good. It's really not. There is another ramen. There's actually quite a few ramen places around here. There is 2 places in particular that are super amazing, but they don't deliver.
Pro tip for everyone, don't get anything that requires noodles and soup, because they will always package it separately. The noodles will always stick together, they'll congeal and become absolutely disgusting. I got pho for takeout once because I wasn't feeling all that well, and it was like all the noodles were like a solid puck. It was gross and I felt worse.
And I didn't want to eat there physically. I don't know. Eating at restaurants during Corona just freaks me out. But yeah, it wasn't that great. So my dinner's no good. I can't eat it. I cannot force myself to eat something I truly dislike if like I just can't. I'm not that type of gal.
Hasn't Amberlynn been going out like multiple times a day? You know, going outside to stores, touching everything. getting takeout multiple times a day, inviting friends over every weekend, and holding newborn babies without a mask on. But eating in a restaurant is a step too far? Ma'am, I don't understand how your brain works. Good. I'm really glad she has learned not to eat things that she doesn't like. That's actually a really big problem, I think, that a lot of people who have emotional eating problems go through. Well, they'll just eat something, or, you know, from childhood, you've been taught clean plate club, clean plate club. So even if you don't like it, you're like, well, I gotta finish it. I paid for it. I myself do this sometimes too.
Okay, so the curvy comment is from Jacqueline Heaton and a chocolate cake pop. Then she makes that face. She knows that she's killing herself, and she thinks it's a joke. Remember when she was smaller and admitted if things didn't change, she'd be dead before 40? It's getting real, and it's terribly sad. So, yeah. Majority of this is true, besides the part thinking it's a joke. I most definitely do not think that. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog.
Why didn't you talk about that comment more? This actually greatly upsets me because that was a very nice comment from someone who genuinely seemed to care, right? They were a little angry at her, but other than that, they were very polite and they just said their piece and they went. They didn't insult her. They weren't mean. They even said they were sad. So why did you talk about it more? You go on and on and on about all of the hate comments you get, but kind, supportive, caring comments you can't talk about. You didn't even say thank you for your concern. I understand where you're coming from. Nothing? This is why people think you only want to focus on the hate. It's part of the reason why people leave negative comments. If they think that they leave you a good comment, you're not going to read it or respond to it. And historically, they've been right. So that was the vlog. She's, you know, the trend remains. She's still spending oodles upon oodles upon oodles of money. I really hope she's being responsible with her finances. I really hope she's maybe hired even a professional to do her, you know, all of her financial planning for her, maybe help her buy some long-term stocks, stuff like that. Because if not, then eventually when the death of her channel comes, I really worry that she could be stranded without a revenue stream. And that's gonna hurt not just her, but Becky as well. So for her sakes and for Becky's, I hope they're doing something. Anyway, that will be it from me. Remember, I'm Jasmine, the sequel, and I am not relatable. Peace.